So welcome back to the Jim's Group YouTube channel, and today we're with Sal from Jim's Dog Wash. So Sal, we're going to follow you around today on your job, so we appreciate you having us out. It's 8:30 a.m. in Pakenham, Victoria, which is where your territory is. So what are we going to do today?
We've got 3 dogs today.
Yep.
We've got a Pomeranian first, and then we've got another Cavoodle, and then we've got a 14-month-old Golden Retriever.
Well, that should be fun.
Little baby, yes.
A lot of energy.
Yeah. I've seen the photo. She's really, really beautiful. A little fellow. It's going to be fun.
And how long have you been with Jim's Dog Wash for?
It's nearly 4 months now.
Yep.
Yeah, this is my 4th month with Jim's Dog Wash. It's been really good.
Yeah.
It's good leads, good Facebook marketing. Slowly picking up. I can see how it is going to grow. So I'm very happy.
And what were you doing prior to this?
Prior to this, I was an administrative officer for aged care.
Right.
And then prior to that, I was working as a department manager for Woolworths.
Yep.
And then the last job just before this, in the interim time, quite surprisingly, I was driving a concrete truck.
Wow.
I was a truck driver.
Wow.
For 6 months. Yeah. Then, I wanted to always start something of my own. And then, I've got the passion for dogs. I love dogs. Here I am.
Have you been enjoying it so far?
I love it.
Yeah.
They're the best.
Yeah.
They're the best things to work with. The dogs, I love them and they love me. They test my patience. Don't get me wrong. They really, really test my patience most of the time.
Yeah.
But still, they're beautiful. I love them.
And what's been the best aspect of just doing this is just been you've been doing your own thing, but you enjoy what you do now, or?
Exactly. Yep. It gives me the freedom. It's very relaxing as well. It's tiring. Physically, yes, it is tiring. But I've got the passion. I love it, and I have my freedom, and it lets me to work around my schedule. If I want to pick my son from school, I can attend his practices, sports, whatever extracurricular things he's got, and can give more time to family. At the same time, got a decent earning.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Now, what we're going to do, obviously, you've got the trailer here, but we're going to film you doing a bit of a tough reverse because it is a new skill because it's driving a trailer. So, actually, how did you go for first driving the trailer?
Oh, the first time it was shocking. Like
it's a bit hard.
It is a bit hard. Like it's the turning. So you turn left and then trailer goes right, and then you turn right, the trailer goes left, right? So pulling into driveways, even still, I still prefer not to pull into driveways as much, but I'm more confident, and it's very much easy to do reversing.
So I think that is quite intimidating to people when they first look at Jim's. Is not only for Jim's Dog, which is for Jim's mowing and anything with the trailer, it is the actual using the trailer, but it's just something you pick up as you go.
That's right. As you go, you start getting a hang of it. You don't reverse back fast. You go really slow steer movements, and gentle and steady. But all that said, still, there's times like, I'm thinking, oh, I'm only just steering a little bit, and the next thing you know is the trailer is all the way halfway across the road. It happens, but yeah.
And also, I'll ask you about your services as well. You're obviously, what types of services? It's obviously called Jim's Dog Wash, but there's also a grooming component. So do you want to talk about that?
Yeah, so I do full grooms, styling grooms, and de-shedding, wash and dry, nail clipping, like pretty much the whole package. That's pretty much.
And I should ask you then the training. So how long was the training that you did?
It was a 2-week training, which was really, really helpful. The trainer was really good, and the trainer and I think the franchisee, they had managed to give me enough training with all sorts of different grooming styles. So I've done de-shedding, I've done styling, I've done full clipping, I've seen the matted dogs, and the training was really, really good. It was very comprehensive, and it's really good, knowledgeable. That gave me a solid basement, and the trainer was really good. I really need to appreciate the trainer, because what he did, like how he showed me things, it has helped me so much to pick up and grow from there.
Awesome.
Yeah.
All right, well, we'll leave you to it. Let's get into it.
So this is Jessica. We're going to work on Jessica today. How are you, Jessica?
Is this your first time doing Jessica, or?
Yeah, first time doing Jessica. Yeah, I do ask those questions from the owner.
Yeah.
I do ask about the health, their age, their health, and when was the last groom done, how they've been behaving with the grooms. So with all those information, then I can do a proper assessment, and then I can explain the risks to the owner.
Right.
To say like, oh, this is what's going to be, this is how it's going to be, and then I have a good feel of the dog as well to see if the dog is matted. Then I can show the matted areas and the problems that I might think that might come during the groom, and explain this is what to expect. With Jessica at the moment, Jessica is not matted at all. She's really clean, and she's old. She's 10 years old. And with her, her body is not coping with the heat. So the vet has recommended to go completely short. So she's a double-coated dog. With the double-coated dogs, if you do a short cut, like if you cut all the way down, it takes long time to grow back. The hair takes long time to grow back, and then hair grows in patches. I did explain it to the owner, but she's happy, she's aware of it, and this is what Jessica has been going through for the past couple of grooms.
Yep.
So she's happy. So we're gonna do a full shave on Jessica. So I prefer to do a pre-clip. Before I wash, I try to get rid of as much as possible hair from the dog. If I know what length I'm going, I'll go with that length of blade, and then it makes it easy to dry the dog. So she's going short. The owner wants short, so.
Was he a bit nervous, Jessica?
She's a bit nervous. Like that's always the case. Like all the dogs, this is pretty usual. At the beginning, it'll be like this. Towards the end, they'll be very comfortable about it. Sometimes it's a matter of timing as well. When you have 4 to 5 jobs in a day, so you roughly allocate about 1.5 to 2 per job. So that includes having a conversation with the owner, getting the groom done, and leaving the place to make sure that you arrive at the next job. There are chances that, like yesterday, I had to spend about 2.5 to 3 hours on one dog because the dog was extremely matted. It was a cavoodle. The groom was done after 5 months, so there are challenges, but still, sometimes you have to just make sure that they will hope that they'll get better, they'll settle down, and then get started. All the way to the end of the body, like the whole body. Like Jessica. Oh, good. Takes a bit of time to. Sometimes it's some of the dogs. I have to close both the doors and keep them inside, because when they're closer to home, they always have this feeling of getting out of the trailer, jumping out. So even she's just pointing towards the door. She wants to get out from here. But once we close the doors, then they just settle down. Like they think like, I can't do anything. I'm stuck with this person for another couple of hours or whatever time it is. While clipping, today I have already heated the water before I come here, but usually when I get the dog in, I turn on the heater and make sure if it is a cold day. On a warm, hot day, I wouldn't mind heating the water because it's already a warm day, so the water is quite lukewarm. But on a cold day like today, I get the dog in, turn on the heater, make sure that the water is, because it takes about 10 minutes to do the pre-clip. Within that time, the water will be
ready to go,
warm enough. It's always a nervous dog. With these ones, it's their age and their behavior. Because sometimes some of the dogs, they don't let you to do anything at all. They sit and they try to bite you. Sometimes they growl at you. The challenging part is getting the clipper under the body and making sure that sometimes it is quite challenging because you can't see. You have to go all the way down to make sure that you don't clip anything or you don't nick anything, but at the same time, it's a bigger trimmer. So putting a trimmer under these guys, it's quite challenging.
Or do you just?
No, I do use the shampoo. So I've got the shampoos up here. Usually I use this one, I dilute them. But just because she's a little girl, I'll take the shampoo fresh and just use a little bit on her straight away. Washing the head is one of the other challenges because They tend to lift their head up all the time.
Right.
If they lift their head up, as soon as I put water, the water's going to go in their ears.
Ah, okay.
So I have to make sure that I put their head down. It's kind of hard because it's very slippery.
Yeah.
They try to slip out from my hand.
Yeah.
And then just let the water run down. Good girl, Jessica. Good girl. Come down. Oh. Even though she's small, drying is going to be the challenging part because she got a very thick layer of fur. Like, oh. I like to use a happy hoodie. It's tricky with the little ones, it doesn't stick properly on them.
Right.
But still, a little bit of a protection layer from the noise of the blower. I don't worry about the head too much at this time, because what I do is, like I said, they're little. It's hard to do the legs, so I use this sling and hang them up, and I come back to the head towards the end. I mean, different groomers might do it differently, but I prefer to do it that way. It makes it so much easier. This is where the final trim will happen, so looking better, tidy up. And sometimes I'm a bit detail oriented, I guess, or maybe it's just OCD. I prefer to see a very neat and clean finish. Sometimes I lose time by doing that because I keep going over and over just to make sure that. Good boy. Yeah, you can see further. Good boy. Good boy, buddy. The hardest part, like putting the blade in, especially getting in on this side, from the inner side of the dog. The trimmers are bigger. I mean, I'm planning to get a smaller trimmer so that, you know, I can quickly put them in, easily put them in. And when it comes to the bum area and inside of the back legs, if I'm going really short, I prefer to go now. I was going with a number 5 blade before on the body, and I prefer to go with the number 7 just to give a tidy look. Alright, though. Yes. So what I try to do is I put my arm and then I kind of try to lift them up. And also, you can always lift them up like that. You're fine.
Yeah. Having a skip.
I find this really easy because look at the leg, like how short the legs are. Trying to work on this leg, like lifting up, it's a pain for the dog as well. Like always, I'll be lifting up, and it's going to cause more stress on the joints. I personally find this is the easiest way to do it. And even when I was doing this yesterday, someone approached me and she's like, "Oh, I've got 2 dogs. Can you do?" And she was talking about the job. And then at the same time, I've never seen any dog groomers doing this. I've had dogs for my whole life, and I've never seen any groomers using the sling.
Yeah.
I'm like,
the sling's very common. It's very common.
Yeah, it is very common. And like, how easy is that?
Yeah.
And then the dog doesn't run around. You don't have to worry about cutting the nails. Yes, they will start swimming. You'll see. At some point, they'll start swimming like that. I love to see that. So now I start drying the legs. With the little ones, it's really hard with the cleaning the paw pads, because the paw pads are really small and the blade can nick the paw pads really easily. Skim the skin, skim it, not go deeper. But sometimes you find dogs really shocking, like all these between the paws, got so much matting. So to take that matting,
how do you do it? How would you do it?
I use this one here.
Yeah.
The little. But the pain is like, you have to keep on going like that. You have to keep on scooping until all that is come out. But that puts a lot of stress on the dog. At the same time, there's possibilities of skin irritation and small cuts and nicks in between the paws. So you have to be very careful. In certain situations, if it is really hard, what I do is I prefer to show it to the owner and ask the owner to take them to the vet. I mean, I've seen a lot of suggestions saying like, no, the groomer should do it, the groomer can do it, and etc. But look, end of the day, yes, we do groom, but when it comes to, like, I had a dog yesterday, a really matted dog, like I said, her vaginal area was completely matted. And looking at that, I'm not comfortable putting my blade in there, because yes, I'm a groomer, but I'm not a doctor to understand exactly what's going on, where it is being attached and all. So I'd rather leave it to the vet to just do the right thing the right way. Yeah, because again, even to do the nails, this is the best. Just imagine like this guy's staying on the table and then trying to get the nails, like trying to grab a nail and clip it. She'll go. Back nails are most of the time it's fine, like, you don't have to clip much, it's just mostly the front nails. Okay, fine, good girl. Bit of a challenge actually, because the amount of fur that comes out, especially when you have de-shedding and all. I'm just trying to find a place in my area where I can just dispose those bags. Like if there's a general waste bin, a bigger bin or something like that, but I haven't found anything yet. So now we finished the first job, it's 10 past 10, and now it's time to go to the second job. So this is our second job, and this is Honey. It's her second job, second time doing grooming her. She's a very excited girl. This here is the drain system. So with the new council regulations, all the groomers, we have to put the drain water onto the grass, not onto the road. So we've got this attachment here, and got the hose down here. So all the drain water will come into the grass, and then only the water will come onto the road or the drains if there's any access. Come on, Honey. So with these dogs, I prefer to brush them a little bit before I start clipping, because they've got curly hair. It kind of helps the blade to get through easily. Just a quick gentle brush. Here you go. Hi. You've been a good girl. Yeah, this is a full service hairstyle, so we'll be doing a full shave on her, like what we did on the last one. Nails clipped, sanitary areas cleaned, ears tidied and cleaned, and the face tidied as well. So it's a full groom like the last one. The only difference is we won't be shaving completely from head to toe, but she'll go short. This is a pre-clip, just a rough clip on, just to make it easy to do the drying. Up girl, up. Good girl. I would say I've got about 60, 70 regular clients. Yeah, because I've got a lot of clients in my...
Did you buy a new franchise or did you buy
No. I bought a fresh... I'm a fresh franchisee, and I'll tell you in a bit how many total...
Yeah, no worries.
Yeah. No, it's really interesting, and I think I bought it on the right time as well, just before Christmas, and during Christmas there was a lot of inquiries, and that kind of helps. You see total. I've got total, on the gym bomb. So jobs done, 181, not done, 70, 30 cancelled. So out of this 181, I think there's about 70 regulars, and then 70 more jobs to go. Well, some of the regulars are included in that 70 jobs as well. So total residential clients, 319. From most of the jobs are from lead, but now at the beginning it was from the leads, but now I'm seeing most of the jobs are coming through Facebook. Yeah, I would say 50-50, say 60-40. 40% from gyms and then 60% from Facebook marketing. Yes, Facebook marketing is a very it's a very plus point. It's really great that gyms is helping us with the Facebook marketing, because it kind of saves the lead fee, but at the same time it gives you the opportunity to expose yourself to a very vast area. Yeah, I do share the advertisements on different groups, like local groups where within my territory, and then and also I do business card drops in dog parks. Yeah. On a weekend, just whenever I get time, I just go to dog park, introduce myself, hand over to business cards. With pay for work guaranteed, to be honest, I'm one of the lucky ones that I've only claimed, I would say, less than 20. I've only claimed less than 20 clients so far. I would say 15 clients so far.
So you did claim?
Yeah, I did claim a few. All the referrals and Facebook inquiries. What I did was I offered them a free wash and a dry, and then I charge only for the service. So literally, I only charge the client $40, and then they get a free wash and a dry, and then pay for work guarantee covers that for me. But like I said, I was one of the. I think I'm very lucky. I had quite a good volume of work when I first started, and I didn't have to go through the pay for work guarantee process a lot. Pay for work guarantee. Like, say if I didn't have any work, I always had the opportunity to like go around, go to dog parks, just introduce myself and offer a free wash and a dry. Anyone would have straight away taken that free wash and a dry, but 100%. And then gyms was covering. So it's a good I see it as a good marketing strategy as well. So that free wash and dry is going to convert into a permanent client. So it's a good strategy, and it's a good support for a new business starter as well. That's where most of the new businesses struggle. The first couple of months, keeping up the income. I've got a few dog parks in my territory, and just introduce myself. But inquiry-wise, I think Facebook is the best option. Like, a part of the leads, majority of the work has come from Facebook. She gave me a hard time last time. Yeah, when I did the first groom, she was just jumping around, just not settling in at all. Now, because she's kind of used to me now. Like that's what happens when you come frequently and when you do regular grooms. The dog gets used to the groomer. And also it helps a lot as well, because now I did the groom last time. First time grooming, there are so much challenges. There's so much matting compared to what it is now. So I had to spend a lot of time, and I had to put a lot of effort to tidy her up. But now it's kind of easy, and they all like to jump out of the trailer like this, or out of the bath like that. No, you're not going anywhere, darling. Down, down. And with warm weather, the good thing is once you heat up your water, you don't have to heat it up again, because kind of the weather gets hot, and then the water is always nice and warm. Yeah, you don't have to keep on heating, but winter is different. Like I said, this brush really helps, because if there's any matting, with shampoo when I brush, most of them gets loosened. So yeah, it gets loosened up a lot. So it helps. And when drying, throughout the drying process, it'll even loosen up. And one other thing is, like, the pores. Usually we all tend to miss the pores. You need to make sure that pores are clean. All this brushing kind of helps to loosen up the tightened skin or the tightened fur. 4 to 5 dogs. Now today's a quieter day. I've only got 3 dogs today. Usually it's 4 to 5 dogs a day. I usually have snacks, and I ran out of snacks yesterday, so got a new. She's already excited about that. Good girl. So hopefully this time. Is that I book extra jobs when I don't have the school pickups. I've done 12-hour days as well. You get the flexibility. Whenever you want to have a quick break, you can have a quick break. You don't have to report to anyone. It's only thing you need to be mindful is, like, if you don't work enough and if you don't plan your day, it's going to impact your own income. So that's the only thing you need to be mindful about. If not, it's your own business. You have the full freedom and the flexibility of how you want to do it. It's not like a 8 to 5 job. And especially with all the support, especially with dog wash, with the support that Jims is giving at the start, which is a good starting point. It's a good support to know that the pay for work guarantee is there, so it's a big buffer, so that takes a lot of stress out of you for a new starter. There was a point where I was a bit worried. I spoke to my franchisor, discussed a few things, and I got the proper advice and comfort, and asked me to be patient about it. But then I slowly realized, like, how gradually I realized, yes, it's slowly picking up. It's just a matter of time. It's going to take about 6 to 12 months to have a set permanent clients, and then to have a proper rotation of those clients. That's where your income is getting better. But now it's gotten better. Like, average, I'm sitting around 2,000 a week. Yeah, that's not bad. Well, Jim's guarantee 2,500. That's the aim. Yeah, Jim's guarantee $2,500 a week. Stop pulling this. That one. How is the good girl? Good girl. Fine. Alright. Record it up. It's been really good, especially Sharon and Liz. They both been very good with the support. Any questions that we have, anytime that I ring them or shoot them a text, they respond to me, and they give a lot of confidence. They give a lot of tips and help to understand the business and how the business runs from a business point of view, from a grooming point of view. It's been very supportive, very helpful. Just want to have some regular customers to keep rotating my. Once I have enough regulars, then that's where I might try to start saving money, because at the moment paying a bit of money for leads, but that's how it is, like, first starting a business, until I have my proper regular customers, Lead conversions. Look, during Christmas it was crazy. Like during Christmas, I think the lead conversion was not even 50%. Majority of the leads were just wasted, or they didn't convert at all because everybody was demanding now, but couldn't do that due to the high demand. But now I would say about 50%. Because say 85% or 80 to 85% of the pickups are converted.
Yeah.
But the gym's leads.
Yeah.
What happens with the gym's leads is like most of the leads they want services today or tomorrow.
Okay.
But when I get the call or when I get the grooming request, I don't have availability to give today or tomorrow. But with the pickups, it's more of a conversation that we have through Facebook, and then we agree with the price and a date and a time. So that gives me enough time to fit them in, and they understand that too. I think that's where the challenge is. But I'm starting to follow up with some of the not converted leads. Yeah, just to make sure, like, you know, I'll just send a text message to them asking how they're going and how their pet's going. Just wondering if you need another groom or something. So just because I've already paid for that lead regardless, right?
Yeah.
And that is my lead. So it's better try to get them converted. This is our third job. We've got our little Macy, a 14-week-old little golden retriever, having a bath for the first time. Oh my god, she's super cute. I love Gold is. Yeah, it's the first time in her life that she's having this. Her condition is really good. They've got another dog who's got a health condition, and so the doctor had reckoned just get a wash on her as well. So let's see how she goes.
With this one, we just go straight into the bath? No.
Yeah, because she's only we don't clip on this one because golden retrievers, they're double coated dogs. Usually a big golden retriever we would only do a de-shedding job. So with her, she's only a baby. She's only got the baby hair. A wash and a brush will take off most of the loosened hair, and when we dry, if there's anything to shed, it'll come off. So yeah. I'm not sure how it's gonna go, but first time water. You're fine, darling. You're fine. You're fine. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. I know, Bobby. I know, sweetie. I know, darling. You're fine. Dry your hair. She wanted me to just do a wash on her because Macy had a lot of dust and sand on the paws, and she wanted that gone. So it's just a wash and dry that she was expecting. But usually with golden retrievers, wash and dry is always a de-shed. So we try to just blow them out so that all the loose hair comes out of them. Unfortunately, it's her first groom, 14 weeks, just a little pup, still not used to the noise and all these changes. So yeah, but she's pretty good now. I mean, like it's only very little bit of baby hair coming out, so still time for her to shed properly, hopefully in a couple of months time. So I use MyOb for my accounting purposes. With MyOb, I can link my bank account to MyOb, and all my transaction comes to MyOb. Then I categorize all my expenses and income accordingly. That end of the month or end of the quarter, when I do the taxes, or when I do my BAS, it helps me to quickly generate a expense report or a BAS report. And also there are other features where I can link my accountant with this app, so that way I don't have to download my bank transactions and send it to my accountant separately. All I have to do is link my accountant into this one, and then my accountant can access all the expenses and income that I've made during that particular quarter. So it's kind of it's a middleman. At the same time, it helps me to organize my expenses and have a clear view of where I'm sitting at. So this is the sign-on page for MyOB. Once you've logged in and set up, all you have to do is put your thumb, and then so this is what it'll look like when you first log into the MyOB app. So it's got your business name and everything, and this is the home page. So basically on the home page, got some quick access options, capture your expenses, create an invoice, create a customer, and create supplies. And then you've got the action hub. This is where, like I mentioned earlier, when you link your bank account with MyOb, this is where all the bank transactions will come into. So if I click on this, it'll just list out all my bank transactions, income and expenses, and then I can just, it automatically categorizes. It has got an AI categorizing option, but you also have the manual feature to do that. So you can toggle on to manual, and then you can select your category from here. And the other best thing is you can create categories as well. I'll show that later on. So this is me being a bit lazy and has not been logged in for a while. That's why I've got 47 actions pending. If not, if you do this on a daily basis, so it takes about 24 hours for MyOb to get or the bank to send the data to MyOb, or MyOb to download the data from the bank. So whatever transactions that I do today, it'll reflect tomorrow. So if you keep up on a daily basis, you'll only have to deal with about 5 to 6 transactions, or say maximum 10. That way you can categorize all the transactions, and then down here it shows a cash flow. It roughly gives you a gauge of how much you have earned, and what is the paid expenses, how much GST is there. So it just gives you a really quick breakdown of where you're sitting at on this month. And if you tap on these 3 dots, it also gives you the options to select the last 3 months or the last financial year, this financial year. So you've got few features over there to play around. And then bottom here, you got the money in tab. So again, it'll show you how much money has come in. And then if you want to see your individual records, then you can just tap on income, and then it'll give you all the income. And the next thing is money out. Similar to money in, it'll show you all your expenses and how much GST that is included in all your expenses. Again, you have the feature to view all the expenses down here. So that's pretty much that. And then the other feature is when you tap on this more, you can go to this menu. So this is where all the customizations that you can do. So you can go to, if you go to business setting, then you can set up your business, then your business contact details, your tax details, and etc. And if you tap on categories, if you tap on all categories, you have the option to add categories into this system. So if you tap on this plus button, it'll ask you to create a category. All you have to do is just pick which type of category you want to create, and then it'll take on from there, and you can create custom categories. So depending on the business that you're doing, depending on the type of income and expenses that you have, you may need to have customized categories. So you have that option here to do it. That's one of the features that I use as well. And then the other thing is you can create invoices. In my industry, invoices are not essential. So I do not create many invoices through Myob, but different industries, if you really want more invoices to be generated, yes, you can do that as well. And then comes to the report section. So if you tap on the report section, you can get a profit and loss report, a GST report, a GST return report, and then transaction list. So in each of these reports, you can either get an Excel file or a PDF, and then you can filter it, whether it is the financial year, the current month, or the last month, or like this financial year, previous financial year, etc. So you can categorize those things as well. And this is where you connect your banks. So connected accounts, you tap on that, and then you have the option here to see your connected accounts. If you want to do if you want to disconnect account or something, that's where you will be disconnecting or connecting. And then this is one of the best features. Like I mentioned earlier that you don't have to download your bank statements and send to your accountant. The reason I mentioned was you can share your access. So when you share your access, you can invite a person. So that person can be, say it says, give your accountant, bookkeeper, BAS or tax agent secure access to your solo account. So I can send an invitation to my accountant, and I can get my accountant to, I can give access to my accountant for my solo. So that way, all I need to do is just send a reminder to my accountant to say, hey, look, the BAS is coming up. Can you please help me with the BAS? So the accountant can straight away log into my Myob app and then get all the expense data from there, and then he or she can just finish up the BAS. So hassle-free, saves a lot of time, just a text message or a phone call. And then you got the manage account and other things. And one of the things I think I want to show you is the capture expenses feature. So if I tap on here, unfortunately I don't have an invoice right now, but if I tap on there, then you got paid, it asks me to record expenses. So there are 3 different categories: paid expenses, upcoming expenses, manually record. So what I usually do is I tap on paid expenses, because say for example, if I pay for my fuel, I'll tap on this one, then I'll say take a photo if you haven't given permission. So all I do is just I'll scan the docket. I'll scan the docket. As soon as I scan the docket, it will automatically capture all the details on the docket, and then it will save it onto my account as an expense. Say for example, on the tab, you go to your expenses, and once you select expense, if you have scanned your docket the way I showed you earlier, you can tap on this view report. So this is where all the scanned documents are. See, this is the report. This is a receipt that I have scanned. All these receipts that I have scanned will be recorded and stored in this app. And when I send this access to my accountant, again, when he or she is doing the BAS report, if they want to have a look at the expenses report or the receipt, they have direct access to this one. So that's a really smart and handy feature. And when you scan and take a photo, when you capture your docket, the Myob system, the Myob app will pick up all the information on the docket to the system, and it will fill up all the blanks on that form. All you have to do is just have a rough look, do minor changes or corrections that if needed to be done, and then hit the next button. All your expense details, including GST, will be fully recorded into the app, and categorized as well. So it's a quite handy feature for a small business, just to manage your income and do your BAS and your tax. This is one of the best apps to use. It reduces your workload so much. It seems a very simple and small app, but it helps you so much, and it reduces your workload massively. I really recommend. It's a good app. Yeah, so that's about it. We've finished 3 jobs today. This was the last job. Usually it is 4 to 5 jobs, but today was a shorter day. Not too bad for a Friday. We've completed our jobs, and it's a wrap up. So if you guys need any dog washing, if you have any messy dogs home, always don't forget 131 546. Call Jim's Dog Wash.